John, where are you, John? Okie dokie. 6 minutes in. Just waiting for some friends. John should be here. Johnny boy. Let's see. I might just start getting to work here. Waiting for some folks to show up. Just sharing the post for now. Don't really want to do the main group. Do I? Let's see. At least it works. That's good. We're ready to go. Hey-o. Alright, we have word from our main man John. He is not quite ready. No worries. Let's see, we might paint. Finish this guy. I did this. Oh man. What's the month? July? I did this like 22 months ago. Never finished. Shame. Shame. Wonder what's going on in the Discord world. See if anyone's hanging out. Got nothing on chat yet. Let's see here. Might be one of those nights. Yeah, not looking good. I got 0 green dots on my Discord. I don't think I've ever had that before. 0. Settle. Oh, a few guys hanging out. Playing a game in Australia, I think. That's cool. Let's see here. Do. There's that. And hanging out. Alright. He can be my, let's take this spot. Be my, like, attraction piece. Who's that? That's the man. Friendly neighborhood mountain that rides. Oh, terrible spot. We're going back here. That looks bad too. How about that? There we go. Oh, the stream's rolling. Waiting for John. He's almost here. I'll just prep some stuff. Might as well get started without him. I'll keep watching for viewers, but if you're here, let me know. Say hello. For some reason, YouTube isn't very responsive right now. That was a ping. Ping. What do we got? Oh, it's not the ping I want. Guess I should have a stream starting soon screen. To-do list number 1. West Coast Bannerman stream starting soon screen. I bet I could probably get one right now. I think my blade needs to be changed on this guy. I'll have to work with it tonight. Do 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 do. I think we're still at 0. Definitely a late night one tonight. Well, the main reason for this is to test it out anyways, so no worries. I'll have some standby screens and title graphics and things sooner than later. For now, we're just getting things rolling. Alright, some spiked walls here. I'm just going to keep fiddling. This guy was a long time ago, not finished again, just like my mountain that rides. They go together. Not finished and not finished. Instant death for him there. Could be. Anywho, this base is a little big, totally usable. But it covers up the whole thing, you can't see anything. You're like, where exactly is the cardboard? So, the goal is to start pumping these out so that we can see the edges of the cardboard underneath clearly, while still providing some nice aesthetics. Just going to clean up these edges here, doesn't really matter. Because we're using texture paint anyways. So the whole step of shaping the foam is kind of whatever. No big deal. I was going to show John the foam I'm using because it's pretty funny. Diego would like this too. It's basically these interlocking foam pieces. I have extra. So I'm just cutting it up. The reason why I like this for spiked walls and palisades is this reason right here. You can just, there, done. There's your spike. Probably know where to go from here with that. But we're gonna make it better, so we're probably gonna go like a little side cockeyed. Let's go all the way through, like so. Ooh, I wonder if half a toothpick is perfect. Let's find out. Oh yeah, that looks fine. If toothpicks weren't cheap enough, we're going to use half a toothpick to victory. This guy's kind of left, this guy will be straight. Or we could do the upcoming Scorpion modifications and just do it pointed one way. That'd be pretty cool. keep bumping these out real quick. Let's get this ready. The real fun will start when John gets here and we'll start laughing about stuff. The jokes shall ensue shortly. I'm using 0 tools except for scissors to cut the foam. The foam was free because it was extra. Toothpicks ended up being free, but I mean, they're toothpicks. Once we get the spikes in here, we'll do some the other way, or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. You can focus on the spikes, or maybe we'll focus on some dead guys or snow. So looking at this one, it's too uniform, it's too nice. So I'm going kind of cockeyed. You know what I'm saying? We'll get there. Couple more spikes. Maybe just one more on this side. Yeah. What about the other side? Should we do the other side? That's the question. Answer is there's only one way to find out, right? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of like these are so fast and easy to make. Might as well make the first ones I make multi-use. And later I can do a specific set just for the scorpions. And the builder dude. I always thought it'd be cool if the game had some kind of trap mechanic where you got your terrain pieced down, but not until it's stepped on do you find out what's under it. Maybe it's a pit of spikes. Maybe it's an empty hole, didn't get the spikes yet. Maybe it's got a wildfire jars in there, who knows. Or a Swiss Family Robinson Tiger, you know what I'm saying? It's alright. Basic, good start. Kinda want one more, maybe here, yeah. Maybe, yeah, kinda like this. Let's go straight. Let's go straight on this one. So improving my first unfinished spikes. Smaller. You can see the cardboard. Easily removable. Super light. Basically free. question of the day is if my homemade ground texture is still worthy. Not worthy. And we'll get a little paint tray. Why not? Maybe we'll do some painting. I'd like to do some chatting. Little lid, where are you, little lid? It's pretty funny. It's like 30 minutes in the stream technically. It's like, oh yeah, you took 30 minutes to do this? Yeah, no, not at all. Maybe. Wow. Looks like my mud is still good. Man, this is awesome. Let's do it. Let's do some mud. I want to say this is like caulking, sand, water, paint. Pretty sure. That's it. I did a batch about 2 years ago. Getting to the end of it. Stir stick / paintbrush. What's cool about making your own mud is that it's brown already. It's not a very pleasant brown. Of course we could paint it. Of course we will do some painting eventually. But you can make whatever color you want. That one was brown. Made sense to me. Made sense to me. I'm about to wake up my neighborhood when somebody finally gets on here. I'm ready. Freddy. I mean, even already? I totally use this. More beeps. What do we got over here with the beeps? Don't get my hopes up, beeps. It is... Nope. Oh, what's that? Oh, I love it. There's... I gotta wait for John to talk about this. Oh, man. So, yeah. The foam, you know, get your own foam. This foam was legit. Old, used, no longer needed. Puzzle piece floor padding foam, which I should probably look up and share exactly what it's made out of, but that's what it is for now. Kind of just want to use my fingers at this point. I don't need any more. Maybe over here. Yeah, looking good. Well, this has been fun. I don't think John's gonna come. He did message and say he's trying. He's putting down his little ones. They're not cooperating. No worries. Sometimes that happens. I can totally attest to that. That's for sure. And I think that was John. Okay, free. I see you on YouTube. John. Let's get him talking. Senor John.
Can you hear me?
Hey. Keep talking while I adjust.
Hello?
Yep. Sorry, go ahead.
There we go. No, sorry, just trying to connect.
What's up, man?
Not much. So, yeah, that terrain you're working on looks pretty not nifty.
Pretty what?
That terrain you're working on looks pretty good.
Oh, cool. Thanks. You know, I don't know if you've done some terrain lately, but I always feel like I get way more passionate about it, but also at the same time, I feel way less confident about it. Like I feel like I want to do more and more and get it perfect because I really like doing terrain. So I'm never ever happy with it. anyways, I was just showing this old one. This is really old, and this is with the toothpick like just sticking into the foam. This is like 2 years old probably. But then I realized like here's the cardboard, right? When I place it on top, like you can't see a single ounce of this cardboard terrain. And so like while you're playing the game, you're like, you want to play with a lot of people prefer like to have everyone have the same pieces, right? As far as size, which that doesn't really matter, but with this smaller piece, you can see the very edge of the cardboard, so that like what I mean. It's like more identical or whatever. It's the same concept where you remove it once you're gonna walk on it, but this one's just smaller, plain and simple. So I cut the toothpicks in half, and we're all set. Well, that's got to dry now, so I'm just gonna put that like to the side. But I was
What material are you using for the mud?
well, I'll start with showing you this. This is do you know what these are? They're like foam puzzle piece floor tiles type of things for like gym floors and stuff.
Oh, okay, like the I get you.
Yeah, like so we used a bunch for a big section of floor, and then took it up. So it's like I have tons of extra, so that's why I'm using it. But it's super cool because I can just take the toothpick and like, you know, you know what I mean, like done.
Jam it in there. And not
Yeah,
worry about it.
yeah, it's done. Which I'm sure you can do with other types of foam, but it's not super soft. So it's pretty good. I gotta look up exactly like the density or whatever it's called. I'm not sure how they like measure foam densities, but anyways. So yeah, this stuff's already drying off my fingers. I'm just peeling it off. Shouldn't be too long, but yeah, I want to do some spiked walls. So I cut that. I cut the toothpicks in half, and basically just did a hole. Like I'm not even barely using any tools. I just did a hole with the pokey side, flipped it around, and then stuck it in. And then there's your spike. And I tried to do them like not perfect. See how this one's like super straight and it doesn't look right. It's like too perfect. Not too perfect, but it's definitely not perfect. But it's just too straight. I don't know. I don't like it. This one's more like somebody cockeyed did it. So it looks, for some reason, it looks more real. I guess I don't know. And then this material here.
No,
Yeah, go ahead.
oh, so I was gonna say, for the Night's Watch scorpions, I took one of those, and I just went outside and found a bunch of twigs outside.
Yeah.
Took my knife, whittled points on them, and then you get little thicker. I don't know what you call them, spikes.
Yep. Yeah, these look like long and skinny. I didn't like it. So.
But no, but it's good because that's uniform. You have a nice uniformed looking piece of terrain there.
Yep. So I was laughing at myself earlier while you weren't coming that not only I have the mountain that ride here too, unless if I want to break out the paint, but both this and the spiked walls and many other things were like had every intention of being completed. Yeah, but like that is one of my major faults is not actually completing, like starting, getting halfway, and then getting distracted by something shiny. So.
Oh, don't get me going. The Kickstarter terrain. I have a corpse pile sitting in my to-do box since I got it, 2 years ago?
A corpse pile?
Yeah, I haven't touched any of the other terrain, but I primed and started, and every now and again I'll bust it out, paint 1 or and put it in the bin and forget about it.
Yep, classic. Yep. So this is just caulking, sand, paint, and water. And you choose your grit. I did a variety grit, so there's some bigger rocks and smaller rocks in here. But a lot of people like to use just the fine sand for your grit. It's more uniform. Then you add your rocks later. I just put them all in here, all the different sizes of sand. You mix it up. There's a certain ratio. You just look it up on Google or YouTube. I think it was YouTube where I found that mixture. This jar I made 2 years ago. I probably filled it up halfway when I made the batch, and I still have. It's still good to use, and I still have like probably 10 more pieces of terrain left to do with it. Like it cost me like probably 50 cents.
I was gonna say, I use the AK Terrain Muddy Ground, and it's really good, but it's, you know, how much you pay for it. Like yours probably does the exact same thing, or
Yeah, I will say
a fraction of the price.
all these homemade things you can fiddle with and get them really, really good. I haven't, so I'm sure the professionals companies texture paint is a lot better than mine, especially like to apply it, you know, like easier or whatever. But hey, like I'm totally happy with what I got, so like, I'll just put this in the middle of the camera. Yeah, I mean, it looks.
I was gonna say the mud you're using looks just like the mud used from the AK stuff, so that's a good sign.
Cool. Yeah, I'm not sure if this will dry tonight. Probably not. But that piece is done for now. I'm actually not sure what to work on next. So I have like some idea pieces I was gonna run by you. So like this piece right here. So like this piece right here. See, it's like some grass. I'm gonna hold it up closer.
Oh, on the bait.
Yeah, I just stuck that on there right now. Can you recognize what that is?
No.
It's teddy bear fur. No joke. You get like a big old teddy bear from the what do you call it, thrift store or whatever, the Goodwill or whatever, for like $1, and it's just loaded with grass. You just pick out the right color so you don't have to do much to it. This is just tall dead grass right here. It was funny because the first time I used it, I took off the ear, and my kids saw the teddy bear after I did that to it, and they were like horrified, like this one-eared like.
You're a monster. What are you doing?
Like, Daddy, what are you doing to the teddy bear? It's like, it's not really a teddy bear, it's grass.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, we'll see if that turns out okay. Maybe we'll do another one. And then I was starting to mess with like the old, you know, used paintbrush hairs for like the kind of paintbrushes you use for like your house or whatever. These long paintbrushes.
Yeah.
So I did it wrong the first time. I cut it off and it's just falling apart everywhere. I'm sure I could still use this, but I think the way to do it is to undo the banding of the paintbrush, and that's where it's like already glued together, and then you can take it off from there. But I was doing this for my Dothraki scheme. So this was going to be Dothraki grass, and it was going to be on every Targaryen unit of mine. But alas, I had to say goodbye to the Targaryens I had a couple months ago. Yeah, man, it's been rough, dude. But I'm caught up. I just got a couple armies. So
Nice. What you got?
I picked up the first thing. Let's see. How do I phrase it? The Kickstarter was like made me giddy all over, and I was so excited to get this game. But you know how Kickstarters work, and then it finally comes, and like you dive in. I held the tournament like the next week after I got it. I just went super hardcore into gaming. These two armies that I just picked up are the first two that I got giddy over again since the Kickstarter. I got Free Folk and Night's Watch. I don't have every unit, but I got an absolute steal from the actually the gentleman that I played the very first time with Free Folk and Night's Watch at Gen Con 2018 when they were previewing it. He was working the event with me, and he was just selling all of his stuff. So kind of sad, but I'm happy to.
Now, is he getting out completely, or just didn't like those factions?
He just didn't like the models. He loves the game. Yeah, he plans on using a smaller scale but same rule set, basically.
Like I say, a lot of the time that got people to jump in is the opposite. They love the models, and then you're able to show them the rules, and they like those, and they like it too.
So what are you working on?
I've got my last set of Dothraki Screamers that have been just needing finishing. So
Very nice.
they're I've been off on a tangent. I sent you some pictures of my Marvel Crisis that I've been kind of playing around with.
Yeah, Marvel's cool. Have you played the game much?
Couple games, mostly online, just because that's the medium you're allowed to play with now.
That's true. So they got MCP online right now. I haven't even checked it out.
Yeah, they do. It's
Makes
on
sense.
Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah.
But I like the game because, like, I feel like Song is like the meat and potatoes, and MCP is kind of like a nice filler or palate cleanser at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's funny because like I think when the game came out, people thought Song was the filler. It was a little simple, easy like beer and pretzels game, which it totally can be. But once you get into it, man, it's a meaty game, dude.
It is, and that's why it's like, I've got a whole starter box of Baratheons that need to be painted up, and I'm just biding my time. But I'm like, well, in the meantime, let me finish up these couple the Marvel Crisis. So.
Cool. Oh, what else we got going on here? Yeah, I was just kind of fiddling, making sure live streaming's working, which it is. I'm really bummed my computer can't handle the streaming and TTS at the same time. It's not.
That sucks.
It really sucks, and it's just the capabilities of the laptop. It's older, and I mean, I'm a basic kind of computer guy. I'm not super nerdy on the computer, so maybe there's a way that I don't know. But what was happening was like the power usage, I think it was just off the charts for either one. And then when I use them both, they just crash. It was like there's not enough juice in this little puppy.
You should play it on your computer and then use your phone as a screen.
What's up?
should play it on TTS on your computer and then use your phone, set up your phone so it's recording it that way.
Yeah, the Streamlabs thing. There might be a way to do that. I don't know, but the main problem is the what do you call it? The CPU maybe is the right term. Of the laptops running both. So like even if I use my phone as a camera, the laptop would still be running the program. So that's the issue.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's a bummer. But I'll figure it out. There's a streaming software that uses the web, but it's got monthly fees. But it totally saves your computer from running the program itself. It's on a website. So like that sounds pretty awesome. Yeah. Might have to try it out. Well, let's see what's next. Should I just make some more spikes? I think I should just keep going these spikes. Otherwise, I'll trail off and never do it.
Knock them all down.
Yeah, or otherwise I'll never do another spiked wall again for years. 2 years from now, I'll be like, oh yeah, spiked walls.
2 years from now, we'll come back to it.
But now I'm just gonna bang them out. What's up?
So just talking, I saw something on the Facebook, the song Facebook channel. I didn't I didn't get to look at it as much as I wanted to, but I saw there was something about a cash prize tournament on tabletop. Have you seen anything like that?
Yeah, man, I gotta back up my buddy. I think it was Marcel Fassbender, I think. Fossbender. I'm probably butchering his name, but he was the first one I think to be like, this looks fishy as fuck. Like, because it was like like for real, it was like hella money, and it's like what the hell, and then it was like it's real gaming but also TTS, like, and I was like, what in the hell's going on here, dude? And so this guy just called him out, like, you guys need to explain yourselves, like, what, like, this looks like a straight like scam. And the guys that are running the tournament were like super defensive and kind of rude about it. Well, actually, I don't think the guy that was rude was the tournament people, but one guy was hella rude about it. But it was legit. I was on Marcel's side there. I was like, this looks really fishy. So then they changed it to free entry now, and they kept the cash prizes. So it's like, okay. So now they want to convince everyone like that they're not scammers, which is a good thing. But I kind of feel bad for them now because I think they just like, it was so out of the blue, and like not many people knew who they were, and then like so everybody was like, what the hell, don't fall for this. But yeah, I
just saw it and I was like, that's intriguing.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about it, but I can't. I get competitive, man. I can't do it right now. Like, I'm actually having fun in one event right now, which is Carlo's First Builder League, where he unfortunately gave me Lannisters with Ramsay and Vargo. So I got absolutely obliterated by Othel Yarwick on my first game. And that's okay though, because it's super fun. I'm having fun trying new combos that might work. And my poor fellows and Ramsay did not work. But I will admit, I think somebody made a point of saying like, the poor fellows need an attachment to be amazing. Like, you can get away with them at 5 points with the high sparrow maybe, but like you want the champion of the faith or something else in there to really make them shine. So I did not. I have 3 naked poor fellows in my list, and they just got obliterated. And it's funny because when I chose them, for some reason in my head I was thinking like, oh yeah, this is cool. These guys are insignificant. No, they're not. They're absolutely not insignificant. And they got mollywopped by conscripts who are a point cheaper and insignificant, and and poor fellows stood no chance at all. The conscripts hit on 3s, poor fellows on the conscripts hit on 4s. The poor fellows hit on 5s. Like, the only reason I thought it'd be good is because with a faith token they do auto wounds, and that triggers a panic test. So then you got Ramsey's stuff kicking in. So I was like, that'd be cool to, like, even if they don't hit much, it's always causing a panic test. So, and that's the idea there. It just didn't quite work out. I think I made a couple mistakes, of course, but the poor fellows, I'm just really bummed about them. They did not. They like, and it's funny because they did go just toe to toe with conscripts a couple times in that game, and conscripts just destroyed them. It's like, I was like, this is not cool, man. So I'll start showing what I'm doing because I'm just cutting out sections now at this point.
I keep thinking of poor fellows versus conscripts is like a pillow.
And oh man, what's his name? How can I never remember his name? Michael? So many Michaels. I think it's McKeister or Psychopath. I think they might be the same guy. Australian dude that runs tournaments over there. He was my opponent, and he was he was laughing. And he was like, "Yeah, you know those conscripts. They're already expert at killing and stuff. You know, like they're the poor fellows are just farmers." And I was like, "Yeah, I guess you're right."
Well, I thought you were gonna say like because because Australians were from were convicts or whatnot. Initially it was a penal colony or whatnot. So.
Oh wow, you're laying down the knowledge tonight.
He was saying he had. I don't know. I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate from the occupation. But I thought, which is not my intent.
No worries. Are you sipping on something tonight?
No, I haven't even had a chance. I barely, like I said, my 7-year-old went down like a dream, and my 2-year-old was jumping out of bed at like 10. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, I'm so blessed and lucky with my 2. They act like they're twins, even though they're like a year and a half apart. So like, if one's up, the other one's up. If one's knocked out, the other one's knocked out.
No, it doesn't. My 2-year-old has now gotten the habit of going and tucking in my 7-year-old, which is cute as hell.
Oh, that is hella cute. Well, I came prepared tonight. I got some Canadian's Finest Seagram 7 and some ginger beer. Yeah. Whiskey ginger. I really like ginger.
Ginger beer. I haven't had that in a while.
Yeah, it's like a root beer, but not. It's like pretty disgusting root beer if you think about it. No.
I'll tell you a sea story. My background is I worked on ships for a long time. So ships, at least the ship, one of the ships I worked on, they stock ginger and ginger beer in case they hit rough seas, because ginger actually helps calm your stomach and prevent seasickness.
Okay.
we had a pretty heavy patch of weather. Wasn't the biggest boat, and literally half the crew was laid out seasick, and
Ooh.
so me and the rest of the crew had to work overtime to just keep minimal operations, and they were passing out ginger beer to keep everyone else going.
Oh wow. Well,
So there's an actual function to ginger beer other than to make your drink tasty.
okay then. There you go. Bam. Laying down the knowledge again. Very cool.
I feel like that should be something like Greyjoy-ish.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I tried the Talisker Scotch. It's the Greyjoys. The Greyjoys. Man, sigil on the selection of scotches that they did for Game of Thrones. And oh boy,
Oh yeah, how was it?
that was the rough one. Yeah, yeah, that was like drinking straight leather boot right there.
I'm glad I didn't have to go back on that.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
you know what? Right now, I probably would take anything you gave me.
that's what I was feeling like. I've had a long week, man. I've been working like 6, 7 nights a week. I had 3 coworkers quit simultaneously, so, and I'm getting pretty frustrated at like just now. I mean, I heard it before, but I'm getting super confirmation that like my old coworkers that I used to work with, uh, like when my restaurant closed, I went and got a job the next day and got hired. They filed for unemployment, and they're making like twice as much as I am right now.
You're not the only one. I've heard that from multiple people.
I just don't get it. Like we weren't making that much at the restaurant that I worked at when it was open. Like they're getting hell of money, bro. I'm like, what in the world? How is going to get a job the wrong, right? How is that the wrong choice? I don't understand.
I had a solid job for 9 years. They did massive layoffs. I was unfortunate, and I did that. Year and a half, I was on unemployment, and like you, I was looking to get a job, but I was like financially, it's just not. It was easy. It was financially more suitable for my family to stay on it than for me to get off of it. It's ridiculous. That doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
It doesn't. And I've been on unemployment, so and when I was on it, it wasn't good. Like I mean, it keeps you alive. I mean, like it keeps you looking for more until you get another job. But what's happening right now is it's absolutely ridiculous. Oh, this one came out good. So there's a piece.
Is it?
There's a piece I just cut the sides. I mean, it's just this funny floor mat foam. So there's the bottom is nice because it kind of stays on the. Doesn't slide around very much. So made it the perfect shape, and now I'm just gonna cut these
There you go.
toothpicks in half and stick them in, dude. Like easiest thing ever.
I wish I could remember who initially showed us that they were doing that, where they were taking the cardboard and then building the train on top of it, because that's just sheer brilliance.
Well, I think with the oh my goodness, I'm all talking about how easy this is, and my toothpicks are flying everywhere. I think with the initial like Kickstarter, there was the 3D terrain, and that was the immediate like solution. I think everybody was doing that like pretty quickly. Like yeah, the 3D terrain gets in the way, so you just put the cardboard underneath. It was like the first week of the game's life that like A lot of people like to take credit, but
No,
I think
no, where you actually like where you build up the terrain on the cardboard itself, like that, where you make 2D, 3D.
so. You mean like so that I was planning on doing that with the swamps because the swamps are perfect. Like, I just want to put this mud on the swamp piece. I'm gonna go get a swamp piece. I'll show you what I'm talking about because I think the swamps are perfect for that. I feel like the swamps were made as the base for your 3D terrain. So like, here's a swamp piece. I'm just gonna mud all this area that's grass. Okay, and then
I can't see it. It's not on the screen.
oh, on YouTube there's a delay. Yeah, it's probably like 15 seconds or something.
Okay,
My bad.
there you go.
There it is. All right, so now that's
Okay, I do. Yeah.
so yeah, so like all the grassy areas I'm gonna mud and then put grass on, and then since the mud is there creating a border, you just fill in the watery areas with a gloss with a what is it called? With like a gloss varnish. That's it. Done. like seriously, like that's as easy as it gets. This is perfect.
Yeah, I went to Michael's and I got the Tifo. What is it? Let's see if I can find it. It's like the $10 and it's like full water.
What is that? I've never seen that.
It's like a fast.
Did you say fake water?
It's like it's a. Hold on. So Michael sells it. It's super cheap. It's called Blue Water Skate from Art Market. It's like 2 fluid ounces. It's $10 for the bottle.
2 ounces for 10
Pour it
bucks?
into a spot in it. Yeah, it's a ripoff, but it's cheaper than the like I was looking into getting the what is it, the water stuff that the big terrain guys. Now that's a ripoff. That's a lot more.
Like the water resin, like water, like the Woodland Scenics or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've never been
It's
attracted.
nice, don't get me wrong, but it's expensive.
I've never been attracted to spending that much on stuff like that. Like, but then again, I'm not building like incredible looking model railroads or anything. like, so I get it. I get it. It's what you love.
Well, that's why I was like, the Michaels is a good compromise. It's expensive, but you know what? It I've used one bottle for all of my Tullys and um, all of my what do you call it?
Oh wow, that's pretty great. I wasn't sure what the 2 ounces was gonna get you. Well, that's not bad.
Now I'm not making giant water teams, mind you. I'm using them at like bogs or little wetland areas, but it works.
All right, I'm doing my scorpion one right now. You know you know me and my war machines, dude. I'm gonna have to play with the new builder guy when it's all released, and drop some spikes in front of my scorpions. I can't wait. It's gonna be great.
You know what excited me was the minis that they released.
Yeah.
I was like, initially I looked at Altar Warrior, and I was like, oh, is that a Champion of the Faith? But then, like, we were talking, and it's like, well, maybe that's the Enforcer.
All right, how's this look for the uni? Oh, it's gotta wait a few seconds. Sorry, but the unidirection, one direction spikes for the Scorpion. I don't got the mud on yet, but I think it works.
There you go. Yeah, that's awesome.
Those are some pretty efficient builders. Like when they see somebody charging at them, and they can they can build spikes in the ground in like 3 seconds.
The only thing I would say maybe is throw some actual like rocks down there. I mean, I'm sure you will later on when you're putting the tubs on, but actually get some rocks in there and maybe put some in while the mud is wet, so it looks like they're half submerged or something like that.
Okay.
And that just gives it breaks up the terrain.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel like for this guy, see, this guy would have some grass and stuff on the edges, but I feel like for this guy, it's gonna be like just snow. Anyways, I think the rocks. Yeah, I think you're right. But this is gonna be like icy. There's gonna be icicles. I think I want to drip from the spikes. Maybe bloody icicles or something.
Nice.
This one's gonna have more like
How
grass.
are you gonna make the icicles?
So I haven't finished my experiments, but I have like this. Where'd I put it? It's not with me. No worries. It's like this. Clear. It's almost like clear caulking, but it's not caulking. It's like gel, and it dries up kind of rubbery, and it's used for like filling in. It's waterproof, so it's used for like, gosh dang it, I don't even know what it's called. But I was gonna try to water it down with alcohol, so it's not so thick, and then just let it drip off the spikes.
Is it translucent?
Yeah, it's translucent. So I have my homemade crushed glass. So I have a tub of that ready to go. I haven't used it at all. I made crushed glass and I never used it because I sold my Night's Watch right after I made it. So like, I got Night's Watch back, so now I can use my crushed glass. I'm excited. But I basically use those
I swear, there's a business.
Oh, it's so easy. It's just those dollar store glass beads that you find in like, I don't know if it's fish tanks or like that hold fake flowers and stuff. They're like marbles almost. They're not marbles though. They're like flat and oval.
Yeah.
You can get a sack of them at the dollar. A sack of them at the dollar store. And you just boil them and then throw them in ice water, and they crack. And then you put them in a blender that you got at the garage sale for $1 because you're never going to use it for food. And crushed glass. Boom. Done. And I have a tub of it I got for $1. It's a little messy. You got to wear a face mask. It's very dangerous. Yeah. Crushed glass is no joke. The glass dust will.
Yeah, there's a reason why.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not.
I haven't messed with that because I got kids in the house.
Yeah. I don't do it in the house. Yeah. It's a careful procedure, but it saved me a ton of money. I think as soon as I use it. It's like, oh yeah, saving money.
You said you got a nice watch now, right?
Yeah, so that's what I mean. My Night's Watch are gonna be icy for sure, and I got Free Folk too. So I got Night's Watch Free Folk. So I'm gonna have lots of uses for my crushed glass. I know what you're thinking, and no, that's not why I got these two armies. I actually missed playing Night's Watch. It was Matt's and mine main faction, and you met Matt. Yep, and and then
I say,
and then for Free Folk,
what's
and
he playing nowadays? His five
oh, you know, he's still got his family.
five thorn throws are gone.
He's got his family stuff going on, so I don't think he's played in about probably over 6 months. He moved to Arizona to take care of family. So yeah, he's going through a rough one right now. So all of our
No, he was.
happy thoughts and prayers to
He
Matt.
was super track.
What's that?
No, he was super sharp. He was one of the opponents where when I saw him in the room, like, oh crap.
Yep. Yeah, it's funny because we played each other. I think in almost every tournament that I didn't run, and I got to play in. He played too, and we ended up facing each other every time, and he's beat me every time. But when we practice, like, and I'm not under the pressure, or I don't know what it is, but I beat him, like, and he gets frustrated because like it's a consistent basis. Like it's probably like we're probably 50-50 right now, completely overall. Reno, we didn't face each other. Reno, we took first and second respectively. He took first. So that was like that was a giddy moment because you know you travel to an event. You know it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and spend the night and then get up and do your best, and ended up taking first and second from Sacramento. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, we were nights watching it. We were nights watching it up. So happy to get back with Night's Watch, and then Free Folk. I've never played once, so.
Well, that's not true. You played mine that one time.
Against you or with you or as?
No, I set out that round. You took my free pull for a whirl.
Oh, okay, yeah. And I guess what I mean is I've never like gotten into it, or I know for a fact I've played with them on the table, but I've never like gotten anywhere close to reaching like strategy level 2 with them. You know what I mean? Like there's strategy level 1 to get them on the table and learning them, and then there's really learning them and like upping your game. And I'm nowhere close to that with Free Folk. It's just like I've learned things from seeing results and talking to people that play them and stuff like that, but I haven't gotten my own taste yet. So, and then
what'd you get in your you said you picked up a bunch of free. What'd you get in that batch?
okay, so I have, I think right now, 6 units of raiders, 2 units of trappers. I have no. Wait, no. I have 4 units of raiders now, and 3 units of trappers. I think. I gotta look. Pretty sure that's right. I think one of the starter boxes that came didn't have raiders. So 4 raiders, 3 trappers, 6 giants, and then a unit of thin warriors. I have a unit of cave dwellers. I have Free Folk Heroes 1. I have Spear Wives and over 12 of the alt sculpts, so I have 2 units of Spear Wives. If I would... I mean, your laugh is great, dude. I think if I just mixed in the poses, like I got 2 units, like we're good. I mean, dude, honestly, come on. Like, we don't care. Like, we proxy. Like, our golden rule in our area is, like, if you can't buy something, which for a long time there, it was very hard to buy certain things. Like, you can use whatever you want. I don't care if it's rubber duckies. Like, because it's just not fair. Like, if people can't buy stuff, you know. As far as like main events go, if it's a league day or something, like, yeah, you can proxy something. Don't proxy your whole army, dude. You know, like, but we're not too strict on that.
Reasonable, yeah.
Yeah, especially with attachments, like.
Yeah, no.
Like those generic attachments, like I'm not gonna buy a box for a generic attachment, man. I'm just not gonna do it ever, not once. I'm never gonna do it.
Well, like for me, the thing that I always saw and I was very proud of was like during tournaments, people would always just lend out units that people were short of. Oh, hey, I need a unit of fence. I wasn't able to get one. Bam, here you go.
Yep, yep. Absolutely. Our community, this game's community is pretty great. Yeah. And I think a lot of people.
They've never had issues of
That brings us full circle to
sorry.
No, it's okay. I think there's a little delay, so we keep. It's all good. I think that brings us
the
full.
Delay is causing the.
That brings us full circle to the to that tournament that we were talking about. With all that money as prizes, because it just straight up says cash prizes, and I think it's the first of its kind for A Song of Ice and Fire. And in relation to how great this community is, a lot of people are hesitant to go that route. Like, we don't want to make it a cash grab. We don't want to make it a,
Warhammer-esque.
Yeah, we don't want people to just flood with meta lists and be dicks and try to do certain things to throw players off their game that aren't game related, or slow pay or fast play, or mess with triggers, or like all types of shit that you can do with this game. Like, that's gonna happen in that tournament, guaranteed. Like, that's a good chunk of money. And when you there's probably gonna be 5 rounds. When you get into round 4 and then round 5, you're gonna see some shenanigans, dude. And it's like, that's not what you want. And it's unfortunate, but like, and hopefully it doesn't happen this one. But when you start presenting tournaments in this way, then you'll attract those people that, like, oh, okay, if
Yeah.
like this game is starting to have some serious cash prizes. Yeah, like, all right, let's go play some Ice and Fire and do our sneaky shenanigans. It's like,
Well, TTS scares me a lot online because what if you say, oh, well, I forgot to say something, or there was a trigger, or it's a lot harder online.
yeah, I play TTS here and there. I'm terrible at it. Like, I apologize before my games start. Like, sorry, dude. Like, I have trouble with just my point of view camera. Like, I get dizzy just trying to find where I am inside of TTS. It's bad. But anyways, that's exactly right. And the only way to be, which I think the community's been pretty awesome at so far, is just to, like, let it fly. I mean, like, unless it's really late, like, it's... There's no other... I don't think there's no other way to play and have fun, right? Like, just have fun. Like, so... I don't want to...
There's a community of guys that play that I know, and they have all just collectively come together and said, you know what, we're not playing Walder. And yeah, I understand you're limiting the game, and I understand that, it may not be, but that's their rule, and I'm like,
think that's fantastic. I mean, basically, I couldn't like, I couldn't feel good about bringing the stone thrower even today. Like, people would look at me like, really, you're putting that on the table? And it's like, what, man? Like, it's a legit unit. I think it's super exciting because I'm pretty carefree. Like, yes, I get competitive, but at the end of the day, I don't care either way, right? Like, I get into it and I get passionate about it and I have fun and it's exciting. But like, dude, we're here to have fun. Like, um, and the stone thrower is a roller coaster of fun, um, because you have no clue if it's going to be good or not. It's every time you pick up that dice to roll for the stone thrower, it's exciting. It's like, what is going to happen?
Am I paying am I paying a quarter of my army for something that's going to do 2 wounds, or is it going to
Yeah,
3 wounds?
yeah, exactly. I can see the Walder argument though, because Walder is a huge chunk of the dissuading people from using elite units, and these elite units are, I think, meant to counter the vanilla units activation spam type of list that we see a lot right now. And when an activation heavy list brings Walder, they can just blank out your your awesome unit that's supposed to take care of these guys. Like, it's, what are you gonna do?
And yeah, but it's, Walder is super strong, and he does counter some stuff that I like that he counters for the most part. Um, especially um, this game lends itself to a lot of people learning it, and so people want to learn the meta right away, but you don't want to drop Walder on them either, because that's a little rough on them.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I mean,
unless it's someone who's super competitive and is looking for that right off the bat. Typically, most people that you're introducing to the game, you want to ease them into it.
yeah. I mean, it's hard enough. It was hard enough, I should say. I guess it's not that hard. It wasn't hard. I shouldn't say it that way. It wasn't difficult. It was just it was already present since the dawn of the game, demoing Starks vs Lannisters with Lannisters. I mean, they start getting the grasp of the game, and the Lannisters are like, nope, counterplot, and it's like, and especially like back then, the Cersei bomb. Oh man, the Cersei bomb was brutal. And now you got the Melisandre bomb.
I'll be honest, if someone was there with a second starter, I would have borrowed their starter and just had gone Starks for Starks, and just let people, slam into each other.
Yeah, I always just did Gregor versus Greatjon. I thought was the best, like ultra beginner demo. Let's kick some ass. Like, that's what I always used. I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, they're on hack and slash.
Yeah, I'm pretty like happy that Rob is so good right now in the rankings. Like,
yeah, Rob.
He's kicking ass, because I always thought he was like excellent, but way back when it was not looked at that way. And I don't know. I guess I'm a book fan nerd, so like, R.I.P. Rob, like, he was freaking amazing, dude. Like, and like he yeah. it's so thematic and so I love it. It's fantastic. The only thing that's like kind of like
So, here's my question.
yep.
Yeah, has Rob dropped in rankings? I haven't actually paid attention to the ranking levels, but has he seen less play?
Well, I think that like we said earlier, our community is awesome and like and they're just we have the builder tournament which is randomly assigning commanders. And then we had the Kickstarter acceptable tournament. So there's a lot of Lannister Mountain That Ride players. So it's not. I don't think he's dropped. It's just that other commanders have been winning because if he's not used, someone's got to win. Let's see here. Stupid. My laptop. I tell you what, man. Driving me nuts. Let's see. Let's go over to our awesome friend Carlos and Mickey's A Song of Ice and Fire stats.com site. And hit commanders. Rob is better than ever. he's at a 108.
Nice.
Yeah, he's insane. And on the other end we have Stannis and Renly, starter box Baratheon commanders. Are the worst commanders right now. I can't believe Roderick and Brendan are so low. Out of 63 possible commanders, they're 60 and 61. That makes no sense. Brendan the Blackfish and Roderick are awesome. Oh my god, Tywin is 59. Jon Snow from Night's Watch is 58. What the hell is going on here, dude? This makes no sense.
That's crazy.
These are awesome commanders. This is blowing my mind right now. What is wrong with people? I want to look at the bottom again. Go back to, I don't know what happened. Okay, so yeah, Vargo, that's understandable. Drogo's good. Jorah's good. I mean, Targs are all just not so good right now, but okay. So Jaime Lannister, the commander, has a better ranking than Jon Snow. I don't believe it.
Is this the old or the new Jaime?
It's just Jaime Lannister, period, I think. I don't think it resets, so all together. So
I guess if you want to get this true statistics, that's probably good, but I would say that once he was revamped, it definitely should change overall.
Oh, you know what? Jaime Lannister only has 15 games played. So, like, his ranking is not conclusive, basically. He needs at least 30. So we can just disregard Jaime for now.
Disregarded.
No, really. Like, that's one thing about the site. That's why the Builder League exists, I think, is people are just avoiding certain commanders completely because they don't think that they can be good with them. And so they don't get used. They don't get put into the site. And so then there's just not enough data to, like, say if they're good or not. So
I played the new Jaime three times in a row, and it took me the first game and a half to really figure him. But yeah, he's freaking ridiculous.
Oh, really? Everyone.
Yeah, this was a while ago.
Okay, cool. Great John's really low. Negative 30. Only has 40% games won. Great John's great. Great John is awesome. Interesting stuff.
I can kind of see that more than
Huh. I think they both complement the faction.
Well, the problem with Greatjon is that you're putting him typically on an Umber list. At least that's what initially when the first dropped, that's what you're doing with him, and that kind of made it a little rough for him because you're just killing yourself and Lannisters were fairly good at countering that. I mean now it's a wide open sand pit or sand pit. You can make it whatever you want. But since that doing that damage to your own unit was kind of rough, especially at the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, all these there isn't a free folk commander lower than like Free Folk's worst commander right now is Rattleshirt, and he's got spot 44. But that's the lowest out of 63. Like, Free Folk are doing really good right now.
I'm not saying I use them all the time, but I actually like Rattleshirt.
Well, it is 11:40.
So I feel like
Sorry, go ahead. Lay it on me.
his attachment is a trap. It's so good, but in Free Folk, it's a trap. It's too much. Yeah.
It's a trap. So please explain, since I am brand new to the Free Folk world.
Free Folk are you want low point attachments. That's why I feel like Skin Changers are perfect. They're 1 point and they're very versatile. And also they don't take up your spot. So if you really do need to put an actual attachment in there, you can. But like Rattleshirt's like he's great, but for the 2 points that you're paying for him, you're like the trap is you're expecting the unit he's in to do work, and you can't ever expect any of the Free Folk units, at least now in the current, to do actual work.
There you go. Well said. You know, that's why you should bring wolves. I mean, I am pretty hell bent on making a wolf skin changer list. It'll probably still have. What I was thinking of doing is 2 eagles and 2 wolves, and you tag 2 units. Yeah, so at the beginning of the round, you tag 2 units, and neither one is going to want to get anywhere near you because you're definitely going to make the charge. You're definitely going to get rerolls. And then when you suffer your defense saves, every single one, roll of 1, is going to be double wounds. And that's the theory. There's a sad part of this theory, which is Styre comes off before. No, sorry. The wolf comes off before Styre, so they don't combo. That sucks. But can't have your cake and eat it too, I guess.
No, I'd love to see that put on the field and see how it works out.
Well, I'm gonna do it. The only problem is I don't think I'll ever paint an entire Free Folk army. I'm very, very, like...
You don't need to.
Yeah, no, I'm very, I know. I've never really been all about that. Like, I do enjoy painting. So I'll probably actually start with, as a fan of Goobertown Hobbies, the YouTube channel I've been watching, I'm gonna start with what I want to start with. I'm just gonna look at the models and be like, you know what, this guy looks awesome to paint. I'm just gonna paint that guy.
I I've watched some of his stuff, and yeah, his videos are fantastic.
Yeah, they really are.
He's truly the Bob Ross of miniatures.
Oh, for sure, dude. He really is. So yeah, I just go ahead.
One thing I can't understand is I've seen some negative pushback about his stuff, and I'm like, dude, he's the most mellow, chill guy ever.
Yeah. Oh, it's the internet, man. It's gross. It's disgusting. People are animals, and they get to be animals on the internet.
If you don't want to watch his stuff, don't watch his stuff.
I mean, at least whatever they say or dislike, whatever, it actually helps his channel, because any type of interactions with his channel is viewed as him getting like popularity. So at least it's helping him out a little bit.
What's it they say in business? Any publicity is good publicity, whether it's good or bad.
And as far as like YouTube and stuff, yeah. And I think a lot of the haters don't know that, so they think they're actually bothering him.
Yeah,
And sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, the worst thing you can do to someone is ignore them.
Yeah. Shit. What am I doing here? Okay. Almost got number 3 down. If anyone watches this, I'm not even sure if I'm going to save this. It's been a good test and everything, but no one's came by to say hi.
It's just us chatting right now.
Yeah. And I'm just super happy to chat with somebody, so I'm not sure if any of what we've said is worthy content to save and post. But here's the third one.
No. I'd be like, if you're desperate for content, Carl, I'll put this out there, but otherwise.
I mean, I really am, but even then, and you know, at least. But to be honest, though, I am showing people how to do these spiked walls, so like maybe it is worth it. Like our conversation might not be.
Edit out some of the board parts.
Yeah, our conversation might not be like the most amazing, but at least I'm like, look how easy this is. Freaking floor padding, boom. Toothpicks, boom. You put it on your thing, boom. Look at that. You play a game, take it off, boom. Like, this
Hey,
is.
you know what? You got me. Like, I've had this set of Target Screamers sitting in my box to finish forever, and I just haven't done it. So by sitting down doing this with you, I'm finishing them off. So.
Yes! Great success. And I got to try this ginger beer, and it's freaking disgusting. I mean, it's good, but it's really strong ginger. Like, whew, man.
Yeah.
I've had other ginger beers. I think it's Cock and Bulls is what I usually have, and it's kind of like more like root beer. It's kind of smooth. This one is from Trader Joe's.
Like, what's the alcohol content?
No, there's no alcohol in this one. It's just like root beer.
Okay. Yeah, that's I would say like that's why ginger beer is super strong.
Yeah, it's like, okay, there is sugar, but wow, there's actually a good amount of sugar in here, and I can barely. The ginger is so strong, you can barely taste it. That's not good. Sugar, ginger, lime, lemon, more ginger, and ginger. Yeah. So sour and
I'm
ginger.
curious, what made you want to pick that up?
Oh, before I started doing this delivery stuff, I bartended, and Moscow mules and ginger beer drinks are pretty common. I've had it many times. I really like it. I'm just talking about this specific brand of ginger beer is very potent gingery flavor. It's Trader Joe's ginger beer, like their own brand, and holy moly, it's strong ginger.
So it's good for the cocktails. Is what you're saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It's pretty.
I didn't realize I was in the presence of a mixologist.
I wouldn't call myself a mixologist. I worked. Probably won't ever again work at a winery that happened to have a full bar. So I did lots of what we did mostly there was banquets, weddings, large events. Um, so serving and banquet serving stuff, whatever you want to call it. And we usually have like somebody come in and bartend that usually doesn't work there during these nights. Every other night, I'd be behind the bar. Um,
Gotcha.
yeah, because otherwise, if we have a full,
Actually, for the most part, that's probably a fun job.
yeah, yeah, it probably could be fun. I mean, I had fun, but I deliver pizzas right now, and I make that fun. Like, I mean, if I can't make a job fun, I'll probably quit. Like, life's too short, you know. Like, I've always dreaded
What
getting
about
the old office job because like I don't think I can make that fun. Like, I don't think I can live with that. Like, spending most of my life, most of my time doing something that's just over like super boring. Like, I don't think I could do it. And that's just a personal preference. Like,
no? I totally get you there.
yeah, I was kind of raised and brought into this work environment that's very active and sociable and full of jokes and laughter and physical movement and food and wines and beverages and music, and like, I don't think I could do office work. Like, I've actually started to apply to
What
state jobs. Yeah.
So you're applying to what job?
For California State, so I have a Cal Careers profile going, and I'm really happy to learn that the university credits that I do have are actually usable because I have over 60, so like I can apply for some special jobs, which is cool. So I've started that going, and just because it's the best thing right now. I mean, it's coronavirus world, right? Like, that's it.
Yeah, who knows how long this is gonna be?
Yeah, I mean, over here in California, you're with me. Mr. Newsom just extended it, so shut down everything again. I mean, I was I was getting calls from the winery about coming back over and scoping out the place
How's that work?
because they did some renovations and they want to have a new menu and they're getting all excited, and then boom, and I was like, okay, never mind. it's like it's like all right, and the main thing is they don't they're not going to be able to do events anyways, so like we rarely did good business without the events. Like, the events are such a huge chunk of income. Like, so I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but I can't. I've been doing good at my local round table pizza, and just kicking butt, man. That's
I say bravo to you for your work ethic is there. Like you said, you realize you could just get the unemployment, but
I can't now. It's I mean
I feel
Yeah. I mean, the thing is like, I did what I thought was the right thing to do, which was as soon as I found out that my restaurant's closing, the next day I started looking for a job. And I got a job the next day. So this rarely happens, but I found a job and I went and I got it the very like next day. So I didn't have time to scope out what's up with unemployment these days or anything like that. I just started working again. So like if someone were to tell me like, "Oh yeah, like the moment that I lost the job at the winery, oh, don't trip, just go file and you can make $1,000 a week." I probably would have done that. like that because I just learned that today that one of my coworkers from the winery is making that much. And I'm like, "Are you fucking serious, dude?" Like that's blowing my mind right
I
now.
know some guys who are maintenance guys, and they're like, well, I'm no hurry to go back to work, and as long as this is going on, you know, they're okay because they're actually making more money than they would working.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these guys are skilled labor too. It's not like, you know,
Yeah, no,
like these guys actually have like mechanical and
yeah, my coworkers, like me and my coworkers at the winery, we never made that much. Like $1,000 a week? Are you serious? Like, no. That's that isn't unemployment. That is congratulations, you've won the coronavirus lottery. Because real unemployment is like less than half your wages. Like I have no clue who is in charge of this shit, but like those people out there working right now, they should be getting that $600 a week extra because they're out there in public working. Like, yes, these other people should get unemployment, but more money than they usually made. That doesn't make any sense at all. I, I'm just talking in generalities, basics. Like that doesn't make any sense. Makes no sense. But like I said, if someone would have told me that when we shut down, I probably would have just stayed home. So I can't blame them. I'm not blaming anybody, and I'm not talking shit about anybody. I'm just saying it's kind of freaking weird. Like so.
I mean, like I said, the fact that you took the initiative and you saw what was happening and you were able to react to it. I mean, that's really good for Carl. So bravo to you, sir.
Preston is here. Oh snap! Did he just type that? Is he still here? Preston! What's up, man? Oh, he might not be here anymore. Oh, yeah, he is. Cool. Dude, you want to join the chat? Building spiky.
I texted you the picture of what I've been doing, by the way.
Dude, I'm going to add somebody. Hopefully he's in this group. There he is. Bam. Okay, what, ring? Adding Preston to your call. Preston, incoming. Are you there? Oh, it's ringing. He might be. I think he has little ones too, so he might not answer.
Yeah, you're right. He does have little ones. I know that.
Oh, he just said that. Whoops. Okay, stop ringing. How do I do that? just as long as he ignores me, I think it's fine. My bad. Yeah, the winery and I are talking. Um, oh, it's not ringing. I don't know, dude. It's not ringing anymore. Okay, good. All right, it was ringing, but yeah, we'll see what happens, dude. Winery is a very funkadelic, like interesting place that's you'll never find anywhere else. Um, and it really fit my life because I could work just Thursday through Saturday as much as possible and live. What coronavirus did was, I guess, kind of put a fire under my butt, I guess you could say. And I'm working 5 days a week right now, which is now like training my mind and body to be ready for like a grown up job, I guess you could say. Um, so where I can like I was saying, applying for the state and stuff like that. I don't know. I really love that work. I love working at the winery. I love that place. But it just shows up to get any new releases in. No, dude. Everyone's being hit by the cancellation of Alliance. Yeah, the Alliance distributor is no longer going to carry Asmodee. I think that's what it is. Asmodee is going to do their own distribution. So it took them. When did they sign? What, a year and a half ago with Simon? I could probably totally like almost guarantee that this was part of like the talks of like this is what we're planning. So like Simon jumped in on it and they're like, okay, this is gonna work out eventually. Super cool. Where Asmodee does their own distribution, they're not going through Alliance. They're not going through that, and they can totally guarantee exactly what Simon needs them to do. So it's slowly happening. I think. I think it's going to be great soon, but it's just this transformation process of all like gaming stores just needing to adjust. How do we do pre-orders? You know, how like all this kind of stuff. I mean, like, I don't know. I haven't looked too much into it, to be honest. I don't really know. I don't know if game stores will be better off this way or not better off. I don't know. So maybe it'll work out great in the end. That's all we can hope for, right? Is that for some reason Alliance was the issue or a issue or was just causing problems, and now it's going to be better. I don't know, man. But as of right now, I don't think anyone has anything. So I think some stores are just finally being.
I would say,
yeah.
Picking up the new stuff is a bear and a challenge at best right now.
Yeah, I think we're just now seeing like stores being able to pre-order through Asmodee itself. Finally, like it's like okay, so, and once that starts steamrolling, maybe we'll start getting the secure monthly dates and pre-orders start rolling, and then this game has a lot of fun, awesome stuff in the future coming. I think it's gonna easily bounce super back, like no problem.
I just want my damn war mammoth.
Yeah, Preston, exactly, right? So I don't think many stores were because Alliance was smack dab in the middle of California. I mean, like we had like Alliance was like that's what we did. So I think a lot of stores in California are the same. They're not previously signed up, so they're at the bottom. It's gonna suck. But like I said, we just got to keep bugging them, keep trying to pre-order, and it'll start steamrolling. As long as we keep showing interest and keep supporting the game, right? How are you liking my spiky bits? Are you? Do you have any homemade terrain over there, Preston? Or I should say, what are you working on? Maybe you're painting right now. It's probably like a good 15-20 second delay. Good old YouTube. I like my spiky bits. John, what do you think, man?
No, they look great. They really look great. Like I said, throw some rocks, maybe a couple broken tree branches, and
Ooh, broken tree.
tight.
Or yeah, maybe like some of these half things, like, or maybe like a full toothpick or something. Where's my full? Like kind of like abandoned, like it didn't make it into the.
Never got put in or
Like
whatever.
it's maybe it's broken, like on the thing. I don't know. Yeah, that no toothpicks are too big. Maybe just like a piece of it, just hanging out, broken. Yeah, I like it. I like that idea.
Let me put it this way: my grand idea was on the Scorpion. I was gonna see if I could find a free folk and kind of have it so it looks like he was impaled on one.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, for sure. I used to hold like painting classes. Oh, Simon Plastic. Okay, cool. Just finished painting a bunch of Blood Red Skies planes. Oh, cool, man. That sounds awesome. So many great games out there. I can only do pretty much one of these type. But I will say my love for the lore takes over my gaming choices. I think I almost have every Game of Thrones game that exists right now. I think I'm only missing Oathbreaker. That's my only game I'm missing. Okay, you should do some where they're all broken when units bust through. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Units bust through. Some get stabbed. Some break the spikes. That's exactly right. That's gonna be great. Yeah, I was thinking for the swamp. You missed the swamp talk, Preston. So the swamp cardboard terrain in the starter boxes is perfect because you can take this mud stuff and just put it right where all the grass is, and then add your grass. And then what's left is you've now bordered all the wet spots, and you just fill in with your gloss varnish because it already has the color underneath it, and then you're done, and it'll be here. And I think the swamps are perfect for that.
Do it.
Oh, I plan to. I gotta figure out my my glossy varnish. What I gotta figure out what I want to do with the water part. We've been going for a while. Song of Ice and Fire is my number one, and like you have a ton of yeah. Me and Preston are on the same page. He didn't get to stay. I don't think. Oh my gosh, my memory's failing me. No, he didn't get to stay for Game of Thrones, the board game, second edition. Is probably one of my favorite games of all time. It's so much ruckus. Like, if you got 6 hours, I know it's long, but the reason why I say 6 or even 8 is because I like to take my time and have some food and drinks and like really get into it. Game of Thrones, the board game, second edition, is freaking amazing. And especially if you got a table full of people that like the lore, and you get into it and you start backstabbing and like, it's so much fun, so good. It's my favorite game. But yeah, what I was gonna say is we've been going for a bit here. I actually have the timer clicking. Woo, 2 hours, my brother. I think it's time to wrap up. So I'll probably leave this as like I'll probably leave it as is. I'm not gonna edit it or anything. Um, and I've just picked up the playmat for that. Oh my god, the Mother of Dragons expansion for Game of Thrones the board game, second edition, is by far like the happiest I've ever been with an expansion, ever for a board game. Like, because like they legit like paid attention to the community and the fans, and they said okay, and they did like exactly what the entire fan base wanted. Like, I'm so happy with that expansion. Like, it's and the playmat is I have it all, of course, because I'm in love with this stuff. It is amazing. The expansion is amazing. It's just so good. It's probably my favorite thing from FFG. In fact,
I say, did you guys
nope.
Never watch Shut Up and Sit Down? It's a board game review.
I have. I'm not like.
Check out their Game of Thrones and the Mother of Dragon expansion review. It's hilarious.
It's hilarious. Is it good?
Yeah. It's worth it. It actually gives a good overview, but you're laughing the whole time watching it.
Cool. Yeah, there's lots of good channels out there for sure. I'm like in like I said, Goobertown Hobbies is one of my faves. Rado has always been. I've always been subscribed. I don't watch every, game that he puts out, but he does a legit like the best job anyone can do in showing you what's up with the game. Like Rado runs through is just exactly what it is. It's fantastic for what it is. Yeah, there's so much good stuff out there. Anyways, if anyone watches this later, and for Preston and John, I think you guys are already aware. Please check out ASOIAFguild.com, A Song of Ice and Fire Guild.com. The boys and I over in the content creator world are working hard on lots of cool stuff. It's halfway through the month, so another half a month and we'll have a new drop, which will be a collection of content for a single topic. And we'll just keep plugging away and giving back to this awesome community to keep this game thriving. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Preston, for coming by and chatting. John, it's been a pleasure as always, sir.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we'll see you next time, and hopefully we'll have some more shiny graphics and some cooler stuff to show you. Later.